We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's over live free sports picks for the games beginning here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, Rod Zawacky's with us. Shane Mickle, we hope he's not flooded. We haven't heard from him. We got Alex Smart. We got Jay Briggs. Wayne Scott. Damian Sosh and Ninos. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. We've got Smart, Scott, Sosh, Ninos, Mickle. Well, we hope Mickle. We can find Mickle out of the water. Maybe, hopefully, got that water out of the area there. Briggs, Zawacky, and I will close this one out. All right, guys. Tonight we've got three more. We got three more playoff games from the NBA, 4 game ones from NHL, and about a handful of MLB games. Probably about another 12 games on the card as we have a couple of doubleheader games. Game 2's in progress here right now with that Cleveland-Detroit game. Game 1. Phillies and White Sox in action right now. 5-4 in that one in the top of the 7th. Both teams in the bullpen. But let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Alex Smart. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring in Alex right now with some NHL action. Alex, what's happening?
Hey, Tony. How you doing? We're going to do some NHL tonight, and we're going to attack that Seattle-Colorado game. Defending champs play Seattle. It seems like there's a lot of rumble around the media about the Kraken and how amazing they were, 5-on-5 especially. What a great hockey team they were. Really surprised everybody. Hey, man, this team, despite of having a pretty underrated defense and great 5-on-5 season, one of the top 5 in the league, you're going against the defending National Hockey League champions. Now, I know there's some missing superstars. Few players here and there missing from this Colorado lineup, but man, this team is loaded. And when it's crunch time, like it has been, like running into this playoff series, everyone could see what a great team they still are. And no matter what anybody thinks, I really am of the mind that and I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I'm stringent about this concept. I think we see the Avalanche's experience just grind down Seattle. And there's not enough playoff experience on that side. There are players that have seen some playoff action, but as a team, this is where I'm going with this. I'm not looking at any trends. I'm not looking at anything. I'm calling the Stanley Cup champions to be dominant, at least here in Game 1 and probably both games here in Colorado early. I'm willing to lay the puck line here. And I know there's a lot of arguments for Seattle, like I said, but those don't go very far with me when it comes to the playoffs. Whole different season.
Different season indeed, Alex. Their Avalanche puck line laying the goal and a half. A plus, you get some plus here, plus 130 here against the Kraken. All right, Alex. It's funny because I am looking at some certain trend here that really got my attention here. Looking at this Kraken team. Just 4-16. I guess this may 4-16 the puck line here against the spread when they face a team with a winning record during the second half of the season. So some of these winning teams, they've really struggled down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely great. That's a very telling storyline. And I can repeat myself 1,000 times over, and I like to repeat myself. The older I get, I like to repeat myself. Hey, this is still the defending Stanley Cup champions. This is still Seattle's first playoff experience. I don't care what anybody really thinks, and that's the thing about a professional gambler or any bettor in this business, is that you have to stick to your own ideas and concepts. Long term, you're going to win. You can listen to other people's opinions, you can listen to the media, you can listen to whatever you want, but you have to consolidate and have strong feelings on which way you're going. And I know what the media is saying. I know what I'm thinking. I'm going with my own heart here and mind with Colorado.
There you go. Well, the media is trying to get you to tune in. They always try to make a case for the underdog. We know better. They're more publicists. They're more publicists now. Yeah, they are more in bed with the leagues than they are, trying to call it down the middle. Avalanche puck line, lay the goal and a half, plus 130 against the Kraken. This one will have a start time 10 p.m. Eastern time over on ESPN. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Dodgement for tonight's action. Of course, we've got 4 on the board from the NHL, game 1s from the playoffs, as well as 3 on the board from the NBA playoffs. We still have about 12 games to go here in Major League Baseball. Great results in the NHL this season, over 1,078 units of profit. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, so we have some NBA action tonight. We have some Major League Baseball action, and we, just talking about NHL. So I have that Rangers Devils money line call, and we're gonna have all kinds of action here over the next week. We've got a lot of NBA, a lot of NHL playoff action, and of course Major League Baseball on a daily basis.
That's right, guys. Get on board with that spot over at Pick Dog Trim. Great results, as you can see here on the ice from Alex Smart. So good time to get on board with Alex. Maybe those long-term passes will serve you well. That 1 month pass will get you the first 2 rounds of the Stanley Cup playoffs, as well as the first 2 rounds of the NBA playoffs, and all of Alex's pre and plays here as well from Major League Baseball. 30-day all sports pass. Great value right now in playoff time with baseball, with these big cards every day. So make sure you get on board. Pick is a promo code. You'll save 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Alex, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
Take care, Tony. Have a good week.
You got it. Alex Smart here on the drive too. Let's continue our coverage. Next up is Wayne Scott. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Bring in Wayne right now. I watched him on a few of the series with Jay during the week in that NBA series. I think it was yesterday. Of course, Rod was on there today. Let's go ahead and bring in Wayne Scott in right now. I think we're ready to roll. Wayne, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? What's going on, Pick Dog family?
Things going great tonight. Wayne, we go on TNT tonight. It's game 2 of this playoff series. Cavaliers and the Knicks. Cavaliers moved up a bit now to 6 at total 214.
Yes, sir. We have a good one. And I was thinking when I seen that line movement, I know Cavs lost their last one, and a lot of people are on the Cavs because of their at home and the way they play at home. And I was thinking that line movement, maybe Hart wasn't playing, but Hart is in. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Knicks with 6, man. I'm in the same spot I was last time. I actually took them on the money line, and I'm sprinkled a little bit on the money line, but I like that 6 in my back pocket with the Knicks. They beaten the Cavs team 4 times in a row. They won that last game with the Cavs shooting better from the 3 and from the 2. Knicks just out-rebounded them and shot good from the foul line. But the Cavs, their weaknesses are starting to catch up with them, and some of their weaknesses is having trouble to score and depending a lot on Mitchell, and they got somebody that can guard Mitchell on a nightly basis in Grimes. Knicks just match up very well with them. Cavs are struggling to find something to do with Randall. Mobley's not; he's just too little, and Randall's way quicker than Allen. So it's just a lot of matchup problems, and Knicks are one of them teams where they do everything good, and it may not do a lot of stuff, one thing great like the Cavs are, straight defense, but they do everything good. And let's not forget this Knicks team is the best road ATS team. Not scared to go in somebody's backyard and pull out a win just like they did. So give me the Knicks here with the 6 points.
All right, we got Wayne here with the Knicks plus the 6 here. 2 full possessions here against the Cavaliers. And, yeah, I can't argue with that one. We saw the Knicks really dominate there on the glass, and we just saw, Jalen Brunson's his ability to move the basketball at the point position with his speed and quickness. And, I always looked at Cleveland as probably not that team as an elite team in that category with Philly, with Boston here, with the Bucks. I really still trying to figure out where the Knicks are, right? Where is this team? Obviously, do you think they can win this series, or can you put them in the same breath with those 3 elites?
Yes, sir. I definitely can, man. They're number 11 in scoring, and they're number 13 in defense, but they're 3 when it comes to guarding the field goal, and 12th in 3-point and defending 3-point. They just do everything either mid-tier or good, and that's one thing that I like to look for. I don't like teams like Cleveland or Memphis that are great on defense, but people don't like to point out Cleveland is 25th in offense, and that's not good, man. That's not enough scoring when you're going against complete teams. So, yeah, man, I think the Knicks got a little bit of everything, and that's going to be hard to get out. Definitely when you got a lot of guys that not scared to take the big shot. All
right, there we go here with Wayne. Knicks plus 6 against the Cavaliers. This one have a start time here, 7:30 Eastern time. Watch it over on TNT. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, Wayne showing some good results on the ice for this year. Tonight we got 4 on the ice, game 1s, 3 NBA game 2s. We got still a lot of baseball left to go here, at least 12 games still to start. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
over on Pick Dogs Premium. I got my favorite bet in the NBA today, my Make It Take It over there. And I got a 3-pack, my Cakewalk Tuesday with 2 MLB and 1 NBA. I got 2 MLBs, 2 NBAs, and 1 NHL, 5 plays total. But to get that NHL play, you'll have to be on my long-term pass, which is a 3-day, 7-day, or monthly. So pair me up with one of these handicappers using our 2-for-1 and use that promo code and check me out. Check out my 3-pack on my best bet for the night. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed. Get on board with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dogs Premium. See great results here in the NHL. Also, past 7 days showing great results as well. Get on board here with Wayne. He's got his $19 premium play up there as well. Long-term passes will serve you well. We've talked about it there. If you're just into NBA, Wayne has a very affordable NBA postseason full playoff pass up there, very affordably priced for the next 2 months of basketball. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. All right, Wayne, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, Tony T. All right, y'all have a good one.
You got it. Wayne Scott here on the drive-thru. We'll continue on, guys. If you missed a pick, we will recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Up next, Damian Sosh. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Does some great work up there right now, and we'll bring him in right now. I think we're ready to roll here with Damian Sosh. Some more sport NBA here. I was just looking at this baseball game. We just got the game 2 finished. We got a game. Damian, Cleveland, and Detroit just finished game 2 in an hour and 50 minutes. Looks like Damian's got some internet issues there in the car there. So,
Hey,
oh, there you go. You there? Yeah, we got a very fuzzy image with no sound from you, Damian. We're gonna have to get back.
In the car. I'm sorry. Here.
Yeah. Really not. I can't. I'm not. We're not picking up any sound from you, Damian. So we'll get back to you in a second because we're going to have to try to get better internet coverage. We're not getting any sound from you. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We'll go ahead and welcome in Al Ninos. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Al in right now. I think we're ready to roll. Let's get the right Al in here. Big Al's not on till tomorrow. Let's get him in right now. Al Ninos. Al Ninos, what's happening?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing, Tony?
Doing great. All right, here we go tonight. MLB Network. They're going to showcase this series. And Ohtani versus Judge. That's a big billboard. They've been following that network. Anyway, tonight, Yankees and Angels here are getting together head-to-head here. Yankees minus 151, total 9.5.
Yeah, though there will be no Ohtani tonight, not on the mound at least. It'll be Jose Suarez getting the start for the Angels and Clark Schmidt on the other side for the Yankees. And boy, these two starters have really struggled this season. Now, you could expect them to start. I mean, you can't expect them to be this bad all year, but they're going up against some lineups that can hit the ball and hit the ball deep. And I think that is exactly what's going to happen, especially given our 20 miles an hour winds blowing out. So, yeah, I like a lot of runs to be scored tonight. I'm looking at this game to go over the total. As far as the side's concerned, are dueling to the Yankees, both money line and run line, but definitely like this play on the over. Again, it's hard for me to really trust Clark Schmidt like that. He's really hasn't showed us much to as good as this offense is. He's going to need a lot of run support, and while I do think he gets it, I still prefer the play on the total here. So going over the 9 runs. What is it now?
Over 9.5.
9.5.
Yeah, 9.5. It's sitting at most places right now. So 9.5 from an opener of 9. Looks like the money had pushed it to 9.5 in that one, and in between the Yankees here and the Angels. Yeah, Suarez has been off to a rough start. We can now confirm the lineups in place. We do have Ohtani and Trout in the lineup, but man, when you look, Rendon is at third base, but man, you look at some of this Angels team, man. Ward, Ohtani, Trout, Rendon, Renfroe, Lamb, Urshela, Neto, O'Hop. That's your starting 9 there at the plate there for the Angels.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some guys in there again that can really get to Schmidt here, and I think it should be. If you like offense, I think this is a game that should be fun to watch. A good series, should be a good series and fun series, and yeah, definitely going to start out with. These teams have gone 4-1 in the last 5 to the under, I think, but I just don't see this one staying under the total, and pretty high total, but I think we get over that number. And that 9.5 is at even money, so not a bad play.
Wind blowing out 20 miles per hour. Chilly temperatures, 34 degrees. wind 20 miles per hour out. We'll see how that rolls here. Yankees, Angels over 9.5. This one will have a start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Al Ninos, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, we've got on the board tonight 4 on the ice, 4 game 1s. We got 3 game 2s from the NBA opening round of the playoffs. About 12 baseball games still to go. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Got a 3-pack in the MLB, 3-pack in the NHL, 3-pack in the NBA. So yeah, a lot of action. I could actually had 2 3-packs in the MLB. A lot of action. So a good time to hop on one of those long-term or 2-for-1 capper specials for sure, or grab whichever sport you're looking for. My $19 plays in the MLB today, so mixing that up a little bit.
All right, guys, get on board here with that. Over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, his $19 premium play is up there, as well as the multi-packs here from MLB into NHL. So get on board there. Of course, long-term pass will save you a lot of money. You can try Al with the 7-day pass, get all of his premium plays for 7 days, which would include all his MLB, NBA, NHL for 7 days, affordably priced over at Pick Dogs Premium. Promo code PICK at checkout will save you 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. Al Ninos, as always, great having the show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch up with you again on tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Tony. Have a good one.
You got it. Al Ninos here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on the show. Let's see if we hook up here with Damian Sosh. We had a real bad connection with Damian. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get him on board. We got an NBA pick here from Damian coming on board here. Bring him in right now. Damian, what's happening? Oh. Looks like we still got a washed-out image from Damian, so I got his pick, so we'll come back to him. Hopefully we'll come back to him a little later in the show. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Time for Jay Briggs. Catch Jay over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, we'll bring him in right now. Catch him here with his NBA video, NBA Jam session, that morning drop early in the morning. And then he comes back live here with the live show, the live jam session at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Let's bring him in right now. I think we're ready to roll here. I believe he had Rod Zawacky today. What's going on, Jay?
What's going on today, Tony T?
Going great. All right, here we go. 9:40 Eastern time. Mariners home to the Brewers. Mariners favorites of -160, total of 8.
Yes, sir. I think this is an interesting matchup here in this one. I'm on the Brewers, and I'm going to take them on the money line. A wise man once told me that the Brewers are like the Utah Jazz of the NBA, meaning people just don't like betting on the Brewers. People just like hating on the Brewers. But the Brewers, in my eyes, they're a money-making team, and they've jumped out to a great start this season at 12-5. I think they're the better team in this matchup. They've won 4 of their last 5. I like what I saw from Colin Ray in his first outing. I think he has another good one, man. He went 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, 6 Ks. He gave up 1 home run. But I think he has another decent outing against the Mariners. Mariners have been playing great baseball here recently as well, winning 4 or 5. And Logan Gilbert is a pretty decent pitcher, but I think the Brewers pull this one out on the road, man. That's just what we've seen them do to begin the season at that 12-5, and I think they stack another one. In a 50-50 type game like this, getting plus money with, in my opinion, the better team, I think it's a great place to be, man. So Brewers, money line for me here in this one tonight, Tony.
All right, Brewers, money line here, +142 here against the Mariners. Colin Ray here spent some time in Japan last season, and of course, the Brewers getting some timely hits, and of course, that bullpen has performed very well this season here for this Brewers team.
Yes, it has. You know what I'm saying? The Brewers, first in the NL Central right now. That's a great start. And, I mean, I think they just keep it rolling, to be honest. Seattle, they have been playing better, but they got beat the first game of this series, and I think that same one goes the same way. All
right. Look at that way with Brewers here. Brewers +142 against the Mariners. This one to have a start time here, 9:40 Eastern time on the MLB extra innings. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight. Action here. Great results over the last 30 days. 521 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. 3 on the board from the NBA, 4 on the ice. Those are game 1's NHL, game 2's NBA. About 12 games left to go here still for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yes, sir. I have 5 plays total today, but I only have 2 for sale. My 2 plays for sale are both my top plays. My $19 NBA Jam Session play, which we are 14-7-1 last 22 on that play. Trying to keep it rolling. Had a nice winner with the Kings yesterday. Love today's play as well. So you can hop on that play, $19. It's my favorite play in the NBA. And then I got my MLB, my $25 MLB play of the day for sale as well. red hot start to the season on that. We've hit 13 of our first 17 plays on that MLB play of the day, man. Love today's play as well. Trying to stay red hot on that MLB play of the day. So you can hop on that. But if you're on a long-term package, man, then you got all 5 of my plays today, man. I have a few more in the NBA, and I have one more in the MLB, man. So hop on some long-term. If you're rocking with me, rock with me. And let's continue stacking units here at Pick Dogs. But don't forget about the 2-for-1 capper special here as well, man. Greatest value here ever.
That's right.
Handicap.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can see the great results here from Jay. So get on board here with them. The jam session at $15 is a really good value there, guys. You get on board with that. And, of course, if you prefer, you can also go longer term with Jay. If you get the 3, 7, or 30-day out sports pass, you get all of Jay's premium play for that period of time you select. When you go over to his handicapper page and you make that purchase, remember the promo code PICK at checkout. That will save you 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jay, it's always great having you show. News coming in right now from the NBA is Giannis did not practice today. Missed practice, still too much pain on that lower back.
It's going to be something interesting to watch, Tony T. I still like the Bucks in the series. I do, because we can't trust Miami on their home floor. I think that's a huge piece to note. Milwaukee can still hoop without Giannis, but the series gap just for sure got closer if he is going to miss a few games.
You got it. Jay Briggs here on the drive to the right. Jay, of course, we'll catch that jam session. Whenever you're live still during the playoffs at 4 p.m. each time, you still have that morning drop.
Yes, sir. Morning drop every morning. Come spend some time with me in the morning as we try to get ahead of everything. And then I come back later in the afternoon with the guest. We cook it up one more time, man. I had my guy Hot Rod on there with me today, so great show. Check it out if you haven't after the drive-through. Should have some pretty more good guests coming on for the rest of the week, man. We're just cooking up and talking NBA, man. That's what I love doing.
Yeah, it's actually the morning jam session. I don't know what I'm thinking about morning drop. That has a funky sound to it.
Jam session,
You got it. Yeah, all right, brother.
I drop it in the morning, so
all right, you got it. You got it. All right, that's what we're talking about there. All right.
Yes, sir.
Have yourself a great night. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir, Tony T. I'll see you later, man.
You got it. All right. Jay Briggs on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on the show. Let's go ahead and welcome in. I think I see, we got Damian on another location here, remote location. Let's bring him in right now. And some sunshine. Wow. Let's bring him in right now. Of course, you catch Damian over at Pick Dogs Premium. Damian, what's happening?
Hey, how you doing, Tony? Hopefully it's coming in a little bit better now. You see my beautiful day here out in the Philly area, about mid-60s, and the sky matches my shirt color today.
Beautiful. Great sky. Great link up here. So here we go. NBA action. Celtics hosting the Hawks. NBA TV. That might tell you something there. We got Celtics laying 10, total 231.
Yeah, Celtics won game 1 here of this series, 112-99. And the score, I don't think, was really even that close. Celtics built that 30-point halftime lead up 74-44. The Hawks cut that lead to 12 in the second half, but really that was more a result of the Celtics just losing their intensity than anything else. I don't think it was really much of the Hawks doing anything to cut in that lead. The Celtics, they're simply better on both ends of the floor than Atlanta. And Atlanta has nobody to slow down Tatum or Brown. Those two guys broke down whoever was guarding them. They really got whatever kind of shot they wanted, got to the rim whenever they wanted. When things got close, those guys just took over the game. Defensively, the Celtics held the Hawks to a 5 for 29 from three-point range. They held Trae Young to 10 points below his scoring average. Young was just 5 for 18 from the floor. Really the Hawks, I think, to keep this close, just to keep it close, have to hope the Celtics have an off night shooting. And I don't think that happens. The Celtics actually committed 16 turnovers here in the game 1. They still won the game by 13 points. I just think Boston has too many weapons here for Atlanta, and I'm going to lay the points here with Boston in this one.
All right, we got Damian here on Celtics, laid the 10 here against the Hawks. I was doing the research in game 1 of this series, and something really struck me. Basically, looking at some of the matchups and some of the trends. The Hawks, we know, have not been a very good road team, but when they faced elite teams, those are teams that are with win percentage of 600 to 700 win percentage. Heading into the start of the series, they were just 1-11 against the spread, so now making 1-12 against the spread when the Hawks go on the road and face an elite-style team with a 600 or better win rate.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't bode well for Atlanta in this one. And like I said, they just don't match up well. They have nobody that's going to be able to stop Tatum or Brown, as we saw that was evident in Game 1. Nothing's going to change here in Game 2. I really like Boston in this one.
All right, Celtics lay the 10 here against the Hawks. That's coming from a guy from Philadelphia, just so you know. That's when we'll have a start time here of 7 Eastern time. Hey, they put the blowouts on NBA TV just in case you didn't figure that one out. All right, let's take a look over at Pick.Pin for some nice action. Of course, tonight we've got 3 on the board from the NBA, 4 on the ice. Game 1's 2 overtimes last night, keeping people on the East Coast up pretty late. And, of course, we got a lot of baseball still to roll, about 12, 13 games. What do you have going over at Pick.Odds Premium?
Yeah, lots of great action out there today. I actually had 5 plays. One of them had already gone off. Fortunately, that one didn't hit for us, but that just means I got 4 more plays. They're all going to hit. 3 of them are out there for sale, and I got one that, if you pick up one of the long-term packages, which is really the way to go, guys, you'll be able to get that extra play. But out there for sale, you can get my Winner's Circle Pass. That's going to have both my NBA plays today and my NHL play. We've been doing really well in the NHL, and my NBA play on the late game tonight. Hop on board for just $19. Once that hits, hook yourself up with a long-term plan. That's really the way to go, guys, for the most bang for your buck.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Damian Sosh over at Pick.Pin. Great results. NHL, as you can see here, lots of action tonight. Winner's Circle 3-pack up there, as well as NBA Vegas Gold is his $19 premium play. Also NHL up there. So, guys, get on board. As Damian was saying, the long-term pass will serve you well. Just get that 1-month pass. You get all of Damian's premium plays for 30 days. That'll cover the first 2 rounds of the NBA and NHL playoffs, as well as 30 days of baseball. Use promo code PICK at checkout to save that 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-point cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right. Let's see here. We got some here saying, Mo Harris, could you tell Damon I said hi? All right. I don't know if you know Mo Harris out there. All right, Damon, it's always good having you show. All right. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch up with you again in a few days. Next week.
Thanks, Tony. Have a good one.
You got it. Damian Sosh here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Up next, we're going to go ahead and welcome in Rod Zawacky. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. I hope he caught the morning show. I'm not going to add anything to that discussion with Kings and Order. Enough of that was said in the morning, so I would tell you guys to go back and listen to that replay. That was some exchange between Mitch and Rod Zawacky this morning. We were all talking about it today, so let's bring him in. I won't even mention the game. You got to go back and listen to it. Let's bring him in right now. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much. Definitely a little heated debate. All in good fun.
All in good, yeah. It was great. You guys got to go back and listen. We'll talk about that game when they play game 2. But anyway, we go out west again. Late night tonight. Not late night. Kind of midnight, mid-late night. It's not 10:30. It's not 10. It's 9:30 Eastern time. Golden Knights here to face the Jets here on ESPN2. Golden Knights laying $1.48. Total 5.5.
Another good game. This is going to be a great series for me. I think this series is going to be a lot closer and tighter than what people are thinking. Thinking Vegas is going to come in and roll the Jets. I don't think so. I know they did beat the Jets in all 3 meetings this season, but the way that both these teams have finished the season, you look at both teams finished 5-2 heading into these playoffs. Jets definitely battled down the stretch there to get into the playoffs, winning the games when they needed to win those games. Hellebuck definitely been the workhorse for these Jets. You wonder how his conditioning is, but I think he's ready for this one, ready to go. He's got 2.49 goals against average this season with a .920 save percentage. He's had 4 shutouts. And you look familiar foe to these Jets on the other side in goal will be Broussard from the former teammate of these Winnipeg Jets. A lot of guys that are on the Jets used to play with this guy, and now he's going to backstop the Vegas Golden Knights. I guess they're not too trusting in getting quick in net there. So Broussard gets the start for Vegas. Both these goalies definitely below a 3 goals average. I think in the video this morning, or in the video with Chris and the podcast, I lean to the under in this one, as we're going to get a hard-hitting, low-scoring type game here. I know the big piece for the Jets, Nicholas Ehlers, he didn't make the morning skate, but he is going to play. He's going to start game 1 for these Jets. And when he's in the lineup, this is just a different Jets team. They just play so much better. He's the leader and the guy that gets this team going. And when he's in there, they definitely get going. Jets 7-1 their last 8. after scoring 2 goals or less. Then you know what? I'm going to go with the plus money here and take the Winnipeg Jets to upset the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 1. Give me the dog.
All right. The dogs are barking here from Rod Zawacky. He likes the Jets here, plus 134 against the Golden Knights. I remember heading into the season this year, and a lot of talk with the Golden Knights. There was a lot of concern here about the goaltending with the Golden Knights. And, of course, we saw some late acquisitions here for the Golden Knights with Jonathan Quick. And how do you feel about this Golden Knights goaltending going into the series?
And you know how I dissed this goaltending of the Golden Knights. I figured that around the All-Star break when they were having goalie issues that they had picked up Quick then, and then they had Boussois as the only goalie, and I'm going to give them credit. And then we also had Aiden Hill even checked in for a little bit with this Vegas team. So all I can say is that the next man up, because anybody who's stepped up in goal for the Vegas Golden Knights in their rotating door of goalies has definitely got the job done, because they won the Pacific. I figured they were going to slump and they would struggle, but hey, they continued to roll, and whoever's been in goal has definitely got the job done. But Boussois being here, I think a little bit of familiar faces know him very well and know where to shoot the puck on him. I think that's a little bit too much. I'm going to go with the Jets here. So many question marks still for Vegas on who's going to play. Is White Cloud going to play? I think White Cloud's in. I think Stone is in. But these guys probably not at 100%. And then there's a whole list below them that still aren't in for Vegas. So injuries have been big for Vegas, what they're dealing with this season early. But
look at Lando. Look what Lando's doing here. Look what Lando's doing here. You see this?
I like that. See, I like that. Yeah, nice little plus 3.9. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. A little sprinkle on the reverse puck line. I think the Jets could come out, and I think Hellebuck's going to steal a couple of these games. I really do. I like the Jets in this series as well.
How much turnover? We remember the Golden Knights with all their playoff success, and we remember what happened to them, missing the postseason. How experienced is this Golden Knights team, and how much turnover have they had since last season? Did they turn over a lot after that poor season?
They turned over a few, like they did. They had some guys go in, some guys go up, but they picked up some guys that were injured last season. Because you got to remember they had Eichel last season, but he didn't play. He didn't play in the playoffs, right? Because he was injured. So he basically made his start at the beginning of this season. So they lost some guys, but they also picked up a few guys. So not a huge turnover. Like White Cloud was there, Stone was there. Who else was there? They did pick up a few guys on defense, but still same solid core. Bunch of names that you will remember from the Stanley Cup run of this team. They have guys there, but like I said, these injuries. Imagine what they would be if they were fully healthy. Oh, yeah. Then I wouldn't be giving you the Jets here. I would be giving you.
And of course, the big concern, of course, is the goaltending. You could have all the experience from the past, but if there's a big drop off in goaltending, which there is here, that's a big difference there. Jets plus 134 against the Golden Knights. This one to have a start time here, 9:30 Eastern time, over on ESPN2. All right, for everyone's sake out east, let's hope we don't have two overtime games in the late shift. That's a tough one. All right, Rod, let's take a look over for nice action. For on the ice tonight, some more game ones. We complete game ones tonight. We got 3 on the hardwood with the NBA. Also, about another a dozen or so from Major League Baseball set to roll on a big night tonight. What do you have going over at Pick Trim? Great results over the last 7 days.
Yeah, good. Rolling along last week, so heading on over to Pick Dog Trim. I've got my 10-star NBA Rim Rocker. It's my top-rated play in the NBA. You can scoop it up singly, $25, or I've got my $19 NHL Sniper play, 6-2 over the last 8 of those plays, $19 available over singly, or I've got my 2+1, which gives you 2 plays in the MLB, plus my 10-star NBA Rim Rockers included in that 2-for-1 package. Bonus play for our long-term subscribers. I have 5 premium plays in total today. You scoop up that 3-day, 7-day, 30-day pass. Pair me up with any one of the other hot handicappers you've seen over at Pick Dogs Premium. 2 heads always better than 1. And use that promo code PICK at checkout and save 15% off all your purchases. Or if you're just looking for hockey, scoop up my hockey pass and let's join me as we kill this season's NHL playoffs.
That's right. Get on board with Rod Zawacky over at Pick.com. Great results here. Let's kill this NHL Stanley Cup playoffs here with Rod Zawacky. Get on board. That $19 sniper is up there. And as Rod was talking about, the rest of the season pass, NHL season pass, we got another 2 months of this, guys. So get on board. Get every premium play here from Rod from the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. And, of course, at that low discounted price, and use the promo code PICK at checkout. That's 15% off. Right, Rod, as always, great having you on the show. Team that's successful. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow. But a lot going on over at Pick Dogs. Part of that morning crew every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, as well as that Puck Dogs video series. Really, really must watch now as we're heading into the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah, definitely tune into the morning show. Always a good time there. Definitely some heated discussions on sports going on. And we give out a few picks there as well. So definitely tune in. Join me, Mitch, and Chris there. Always a good time. And also definitely like, subscribe. That way you get notified when those Puck Dogs videos that me and Chris have been doing all season long for you folks get released. Definitely check out the Puck Dogs parlays, as those have been on fire. Crushed another one last night with goal scorers. So definitely check that out. Smash that like button. Costs you nothing. Helps us out of time. We appreciate everybody. You have yourself a good night, Tony. And we'll see you tomorrow.
See you
good on Wednesday.
That's right. On Wednesday. Exactly. All right, Rod. Have a great night. Rod Zawacky here on the drive-thru. All right, guys, if you missed a pick, don't worry. We're going to do a complete recap here at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, let's take a look at some baseball that's happening tonight, in case you happen to miss any of the action tonight. Guardians, of course, and Tigers. It was the Tigers here 4-3 in this one in Game 1 of their doubleheader. And let's get over here to the set here. We'll get to the screen here, so we'll get the next data for you here. We also had Phillies and White Sox Game 1, top of the ninth here, 7-4 Phillies on top of the White Sox, looking to take Game 1 of this doubleheader. Guardians and Tigers. This one 1-0 Tigers, and I understand here, looking at the chat, this game ended. Time of game was 1 hour and 50 minutes. They got this one over in a hurry. 1-0 Tigers in Game 2 of that doubleheader. Giants and Marlins, top of the first, no score. We got Rays and Reds here, top of the first, no score. And, of course, still to start Orioles and Nationals here, and this will be the game that I will be covering here, Orioles and Nationals, this one here at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And in this game, I'll be going Orioles and Nationals over a total here of 9 runs. And, these are two pitchers that I'm not really a fan of here. That is Josiah Gray, who's just had his issues last year and this year with the home run ball again. This year, he's getting up 2.16 home runs per 9 innings, which is, again, pretty poor. And if you go back and look at his time in Major League Baseball, you see 2+ in his time in Major League Baseball, home runs allowed per 9 innings. Also, too, when you look at his numbers, he does have an ERA mid-4s, but his FIP is 6.14. That suggests a rise in ERA based on his overall numbers that he's posted this year. His strikeout numbers are down just 18% on the K rate. So, again, that factors into why they expect his ERA, based on his numbers, to go up to over 6 based on this. And, of course, we got Creamer on the mound. He's off to a poor start as well, almost a whip of 2, an ERA in the mid-9s. He's given up 3.65 home runs per 9 innings. These are two pitchers that are giving up a lot of homers this season. And, of course, we know that Gray has given up a lot of home runs in his entire career in the majors. And also, too, with Creamer, his strikeout rate has really plummeted down to less than 14%. So you got two high-contact pitchers on the mound that give up homers. The play here will be over the total of 9 runs here with this one. Orioles and the Nationals over the total of 9. And this one actually is juiced to the under, surprisingly. This is, by the way, these lines come to you from the sharpest book in the world. So that's why you see that short spread of just 10 cents line here there. So do your shopping, get the best numbers. More importantly, get the best lines. Get the best lines for your dollars, guys. That's most important as far as shop. When you shop for the good lines. All right, guys, over at Pick Dog Shrimp tonight, I've got plays up there right now here from Major League Baseball. My $19 premium is up right now, so go ahead and get signed up with it. Also, too, a 3-pack. I bundle my 2 NBAs over there here with the Major League Baseball game as well. So 4 premiums on the play for me right now. So get on board. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper potion. Even greater value there. All right, we got you caught up there with the baseball here. We'll be looking at Angels-Yankees start here momentarily. We had a pick from our cappers in this game. Twins and Red Sox. Look at the Twins, minus 106 up. This one's up a little bit. Red Sox were favored earlier in the afternoon, morning time with this lineup tonight with Sonny Gray and Chris Sale going head-to-head. Rangers and Royals. Rangers down to 114. Wow, this is coming down. We'd seen this one in the 20s, maybe even the 30s earlier. And this is Nathan Eovaldi and Brad Keller going head-to-head here. And this one will be beginning here in just about an hour or so from now. Phillies and White Sox will play game 2 of the doubleheader. Still 7-4. Phillies still at bat here, top of the 9th inning here, as the White Sox are looking to get out of this one, and they have. So we're heading to the bottom of the 9th now. 7-4, Phillies winning game 1, that one. And, of course, game 2 would be in about half an hour after the conclusion of game number 1. D-backs and Cardinals. Remember, D-back got that big win yesterday as a dog. Jameson and Montgomery will go head-to-head there. Blue Jays and Astros. Look at this line spread, less than a minus 105 here for Houston. Urquidy coming off those 2 really good outings last time out. I think people are looking at that, and Bassett's just it's been a tough start to the season for Bassett here, and Astros a short favorite in this one. Pirates and Rockies. Rockies, Velasquez, and Urena. Someone mentioned here how the Nerfy was it the Urfy or the Nerfy? I got to go back and see. Was minus 185. That was a big number there. I got to go back in the chat and see where that was at here. In this one, again, Urena. Oh, Urena is just in really poor form. It's really hard to back Urena right now, the way he's pitching. I know Velasquez is no great shakes, but if you told me who I would prefer the most in that one, it would definitely be Velasquez, no doubt about that. Here, let's see what we had here. Yeah, we did here. Oh, nope, that was wrong. But anyway, we'll continue on here. Take a look at the next game. Cubs Athletics tonight. Cubs still holding firm 186. Still big favorites here. It's going to be tough here for this Athletics team. It's been a bad start to the season for them. Just 3 and 14. Waldichuk and Stroman. Stroman has been absolutely sharp this year. I wouldn't argue this run line. Look at that run line. Minus 110 on the Cubs, and they're the road team. They're the road team. Again, that seems pretty good to me. That seems pretty good to me there. If you're asking me on that Cub Athletics game, what do you guys think in the chat? I don't know. That just seems like a very short line here on that run line here with this Athletics team, especially the form Stroman is in right now. Brewers, we talked about that earlier. Brewers, I like that. I agree with that pick there earlier in the show from Jay. Brewers, big dog here against the Mariners. Also, Braves and Padres still holding about minus 131. Spencer Strider on the hill again. I think this might be a little short here. Spencer Strider, very good start. Blake Snell has had his struggles, and the Atlanta is pounding left-handers this season. Just to note that as well. Mets and Dodgers are nightcap. Kershaw minus 145. Kershaw is giving up some home runs this season. Tyrone McGill, pretty good numbers to start the season. We'll see how Kershaw does in this one. But Dodgers, not the same team, not the same lineup. And obviously, there was some good news for the Dodgers. Gonsolin is going to begin his rehab. He should be getting a rehab start shortly here. So Gonsolin may be ready to go. Buehler, we're not seeing Buehler probably till mid-late August, and that's the story there. You figure the Dodgers will be at least at the worst in a wild card race, right? I don't see them sinking out of playoff contention by then. So maybe we'll see Buehler late August, because that was a word there as well. So getting a lot of good caps, a lot of good information from the folks in the chat room here about their thoughts on the games tonight, and that's tomorrow's game. So we got through. We don't have the odds yet for tomorrow's game. We got one game ready to roll, but no odds yet. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through as we kind of got you caught up here on Major League Baseball. That big card coming up here for you tonight. All right, let's get to the recap. All right, Alex got us started here with Avalanche here. He liked the Avalanche on the puck line, so you're going to lay the goal and a half, plus 130 against the Kraken. Wayne was on the Knicks, plus 6 against the Cavaliers. Damian was on the Celtics. He liked the Celtics here in this one. Lay the 10 here against the Hawks. Also, too, Al Ninos. This one here, Yankees and Angels. He likes this one to go over the total. Over the total here of 9.5 runs. Of course, Suarez has had a tough season this year for this Angels team. It's been kind of a struggle for him, and he gets the call tonight here for the Angels. And of course, they got coming off that win last night. Were the LA Angels, and also too we have here Jay here with the Brewers plus 142 against the Mariners. We had Rod on the Jets. Winnipeg Jets plus 134 against Golden Knights, and I will be here on Orioles Nationals over the total of 9 runs. The one here I like the most, I would have to lean here with Jay. Actually, let's see. Let me look at this again. I think this. I really like the NBA ones too. I'll look at the Celtics that pounded the Hawks again. They're at home, and again, we've talked about the Hawks' performance. 1-12 against the spread on the road against teams with a 600, 700 win percentage. Against the dominant elite teams, the Hawks have just been very bad here on the road. All right, let's get you some updated lines here on these NBA games. Again, from the sharpest book in the world, we still see the Celtics holding at 10. Total sits here at 230.5, juice to the over. These are live lines right now. Sharpest book in the world giving us these lines here. Knicks and Cavaliers, still Cavs at 6. The total sits here at 214.5, but we have a little bit of juice here on the Knicks, minus 109. So we're seeing some play there on the Knicks side. And of course, the nightcap tonight will feature Clippers and Suns. We didn't talk a whole lot about this game. When we did talk about this game. We talked about it with what did we talk about? Did we have the Clippers and Suns tonight? That was the one game we did not talk about, right? But that seems like a lot of points to give Kawhi Leonard, at least almost healthy Clippers team, right? No Paul George still in the lineup here. Out. Cameron Payne was the question mark here for Phoenix. As we'll take a look here at the injury report for you guys here. Still showing George out. Payne still the question mark off the bench here for the Suns. Remember, the Clippers bench really pounded that Suns bench in game number 1. No injuries for the Hawks. Gallinari, we know he's injured everywhere. When he's on the Clippers, he was on the injury report. When he's on the Nuggets, he was on the injury report. When he's on the Boston Celtics, he's on the injury report. This guy is on the injury report in every stop he's made here, it seems like in his career. Knicks, just Roby out, Windler out for Cleveland. That's how it looks there in that one. So, guys, just remember, I'll go up and I'll flash the recap again for you guys. Remember, we are here with you Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern time with the drive-thru, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We want you guys to be live with us, get the plays in real time. You want to get the best numbers you possibly can here, because you want to be able to get the bookies, and of course, join us here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And of course, remember, it always gets started every single day with that morning show, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We got Mitch, we got Rod, we got Chris with that morning show. Then we have the Puck Dogs video series with, we got Mitch. We also, not with the video series, the Puck Dogs video series, NHL videos from Chris and with Rod Zawacky. Then we have Ron Ramanelli's baseball breakdown, a pick from every game on the board. Jay's Jam Session, the morning drop, and then he comes back live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Then, of course, don't forget Mitch's Nerfies. Also, Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. Betting Tools show. We got the David Racy's short series. Jovan, when he's back, will have his parlay videos. And don't forget here on Thursday. Thursday is going to be a UFC show this week with Brad and Mills. Join us here for that if you would. Then so make sure you guys like, subscribe, and set notifications. Be live with us. Get the plays in real time to get the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here. Before we let you go, let's take a look at the odds right before start here. Devils and Rangers. Devils still holding minus 131. Total sitting here at 5.5. Juice to the over in this one. In this game, and of course the puck line here on the Devils is a take back here of plus 200. Next game up here, we got the Lightning and Maple Leafs. That one starting 7:30 Eastern time. Maple Leafs still minus 150. We said total of 5.5. Look at the juice here. Juice to the over here, minus 120 here from the sharpest book in the world. Puck line numbers right here. If you want to lay the goal and half, plus 173. Take the goal and half, minus 194 on the Lightning side. Jets and Golden Knights. Golden Knights, as we said earlier, minus 139. Take back on the Jets, plus 125. Total sits here at 5.5. Juice to the under. Under 5.5 is getting the juice here on this one. You're going to have to pay. Of course, puck line with the Golden Knights. Lay the goal and half. It's plus 181. You can take the goal and half with the Jets, minus 204. But if you go to alternate universe, you can also lay the goal and a half. And there was a big return. I think it was like plus 330. One of the folks in the chat told us. So there's options there for you there in that one. And of course, our nightcap tonight is Kraken and Avalanche. Avalanche still laying about $2. You can see the puck line on the Avalanche. Lay the goal and half, plus 131. That was the pick from Alex Smart, was to go ahead and do the puck line with the Avalanche against the inexperienced Kraken. So there you go. We gave the latest odds from sharpest book in the world from all the sports books. From all the games on the board tonight. NBA, Major League Baseball, and NHL. All right, that's going to do it here for the show, guys. I thank everybody for joining us. Let's bring in our crew for tonight. We're going to go ahead and wake up. Bye, guys. You guys have a great evening. We'll catch up with you again here